You crushed walk by and you flexed. Nothing. Here's how to go from invisible veins to looking like a walking anatomy chart in 30 days. Hello, it's BeanieBeast here, and if you've ever felt like your arms look flat and undefined even after months of hitting the gym, this video is going to change everything for you. See, I used to think vascularity was just genetics, that some guys got lucky and others didn't. I'd see these dudes with veins popping through their sleeves and assume they were either on something or blessed with freak DNA. Then I discovered something that completely shifted my perspective. There are actually specific techniques that can dramatically increase your vascularity. And the crazy part is, you don't even have to be smart at all to figure any of this out. In the next few minutes, I'm going to break down exactly what I wish someone had told me when I was starting out. We're talking about the pump protocols that actually work, the hydration hack that makes veins pop in hours, not weeks. By the end of this video, you'll have everything you need to transform those flat, undefined arms into something that actually turns heads. So let's jump right into it. The biggest tip is to just eat natural foods. You don't want processed garbage. You don't want any crazy snacks or candies, which taste really good. Trust me, I've had them before. They're engineered to make you addicted. They have certain ingredients in it that keep it tasting the best it can and keep you eating it. They've perfected their recipe. Think about McDonald's fries. You don't think McDonald's has mastered their craft on making fries? It's really one of the most popular items on the menu. They're of course going to make it the best they can, so that keeps people buying it for more money and enjoying it. If you really want the results in leanness, you got to go to the store, get packaged meat, get tubs of Greek yogurt, some honey if you want, some oats, some bread, anything to get a little bit of carbs, not too many carbs, but to also have protein high as well, because that's how you improve testosterone and you just automatically drop body fat. If you go from the SAD diet, the standard American diet, to a natural diet all of a sudden, you're going to strip away so much of that extra unnecessary fat that you didn't even need, that your body was just carrying because of all the bloat and all the sodium and all the excess refined carbs that those crappy foods have. You're already looking in the mirror and you're going to see, damn, I already have more abs. And that's what happened to me. I went from the standard American diet to the normal balanced diet, and then my abs just showed way more. Six pack. I can show you a picture right here. It just shows way more because food is fuel. It matters a lot. In high school, you're very young, play a sport as well, because this will help you lean down and lose that weight. You don't have to do boring treadmill cardio. For older people, they're doing probably more cardio. They're not doing as much sports. They're not a kid in high school. But if you're in school, especially high school, middle school, do a sport. Not only do you get entertainment, which video games provide, but they're not as good for you. They're not as healthy. They also provide health. This is why I push sports towards so many people. And I pushed this because I was not really doing it as a kid. I was deprived of it. And then once I started doing sports, I'm trying to do powerlifting right now, it has really helped. I think every parent should try to push the sport towards kids. That way they get the best of both worlds. They learn dedication, they learn discipline, they learn to communicate with other people and teammates and work hard as a team. That's very important skills to your life. And I think that every kid should get into a sport somehow. If the kid's too fat, you gotta make them lose weight as a parent. I know you don't wanna make them feel bad, but they need to learn a lesson. You know, this is school, it's early on, you need to build the good habits now before it's too late, and it'll help you become more veiny, aesthetic, and lean, which is what this video is about. We want to try to become as vascular as possible. We want to be a vascular freak. And then another thing is actually more of a underrated slept-on tip. It's to be tan. I noticed this is why bodybuilders get tan before they go on the stage. It makes the veins pop up more. It's tan. The veins going against it just look better. If you're a pale white ghost, go to the beach, get a tan, and you'll notice your veins will look better. And you might just look bigger and stronger and everything. Being tan helps. You don't want to be a white ghost. Then everything's white and things just blend in with each other and it just doesn't look as good. You don't look as attractive to females as well. They want a nice tan. They want, you know, that you can see, I got a tan. I'm just a tan person. You know, I'm not too white. If the sun ain't good enough, then you have to take something. You have to do something to make yourself tan because that is what really helps aesthetic. And now on YouTube, I noticed most people are actually chasing more of the aesthetics than the big bodybuilder look. That used to be an older thing, but I think ever since Mario Rios and freaking David Late started, it just has pushed the aesthetic kind of mindset towards things. And I think it's a lot healthier and I think it's just more normal. Now this reason is just the extra icing on the cake, the things that can take you to that level above the rest secretly. Now, what you can do is to make yourself get a little more vascular and get more pumps. What you do is you add salt to your water before you work out, or you take pre-workout, or even a spoonful of honey, which is fast digesting carb. So that way, at the end of the workout, you'll see an extra pump because of all that going into the bloodstream. Everything's running, everything's flowing, and you'll see better pumps and crazier vascularity since you did those things I told you about before the workout. A lot of gym bros do this. They know, they have the knowledge. You know, they can just get really lean. And then once they have the pump, they look in the mirror, they take the photo, and then they go and Photoshop and edit and make them look even more vascular. That's another thing. You can make yourself look more vascular with the right filters and settings. Now, I don't really recommend this because most people just go too far with the editing. It makes it look unnatural. You want the photos to look mostly natural, but if you want to enhance it a little bit, you can. I recommend not doing too much so, because people will notice it and then it will actually backfire on you, and then people in person will be like, damn, you're not that big. Look, getting vascular isn't about being the leanest guy in school. It's about being the smartest. While everyone else is doing random workouts hoping for the best, you now have the exact blueprint. Try to pump techniques for 1 week, dial in your hydration like I showed you, and watch what happens to your arms in that damn t-shirt. And if this helped you out, smash that like button and let me know in the comments what video you'd like to see next. And if you want extra help, I have a free Google Doc in the pinned comments and description with all this stuff in a form so you can read it instead of having to listen to all of it, and so that you can keep track and remember and store it for later. It also has bonus tips and stuff I haven't even said in this video that will help you out really crazily. Don't forget. Just remember to level up in real life, not the video game. I'll see you in the next one.